Good morning. Good morning, and welcome to my daily live broadcast, the Daily Pulse. It is delightful to see you here, either on the live or on the replay. If you're live, let me know in the comment section. Tell me that you're here. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me what's up today. And if you are feeling this five energy today, I would love to hear about it. And I will be talking a little bit more about our online school journey, which is going much better today. I can already feel it. It was better yesterday. And I just think that understanding how resilient our kids are is the most important thing that I can do to empower myself, right? And to recognize that we're going to get through this regardless of why it will be okay no matter what. And so let me know if you have kids online who are doing online learning, or if you're in a hybrid model, or like what's happening with you. I am very curious. Good morning, Christina. So glad you're here. Thank you for joining me. So today's five energy, I woke up feeling really free, actually, and I really love that feeling. I love to wake up free. And if you have done any work with me, you know that I love to get into my core desired feeling first thing in the morning. So when I wake up in the morning, good morning, Angela. When I wake up in the morning, I like to get into my desired feeling, my core desired feeling, and really stay there for a while and really feel into what it feels like. See how excited I get about it. So today is a five energy day, and the five energy is all about curiosity, being open, being free. I think of the five as like this hummingbird energy is what I always hear, right? So this is a really beautiful energy, and it's also a little edgy for me. I find it to be a little bit edgy. And so sometimes I can sort of dip in and out on this feeling, right? And so I was feeling really free, and it's my husband's birthday. So, I was just feeling all this like freedom and like love for him, and just really like trying to love him up. And it felt really good. And then school started, and it was fine. We did fine. Wyatt got right on. Everything was going well. And then I got triggered because he, asked me for something. And I was like, well, would you do that during school? And he was like, well, no, but I don't have anything to do right now. And so then I got like into a bit of a control mode, which I can recognize really quickly and easily in myself. And I was like feeling like I had to control things. And so I knew that I needed to take a step back. I needed to take a step back. I got frustrated. It's like an old pattern for me of feeling this frustration, especially when it comes to Wyatt. And I recognized right away that I was feeling frustrated, that I was feeling like I was out of control. Right. So I didn't feel like I was in control. So I got frustrated, and I didn't feel in control because I don't have any control. I have no control over the universe. I have no control over this school, and I have no control over the fact that Wyatt can't leave my home and go to school. Like it's frustrating, right? And so I was able to recognize it right away. This is what we teach in the brain game. This is emotional mastery. This is using the feeling wheel, right? So I know that my go-to emotion is to feel frustrated, and I recognized it right away, and I was able to move through it really quickly. So what you do is you recognize your feeling in the feeling wheel, right? So if you've never seen the feeling wheel, I will bring that out someday. I don't have it right here in front of me. But you recognize where you are in the feeling wheel, and you decide to choose a different emotion, right? And I know, because I understand myself, that the opposite emotion of feeling frustrated is to feel powerful. And so I recognized I have the power. I have the power. I was feeling disempowered because I was feeling frustrated, right? And I recognized that I actually do have some power, and I have some power over how I respond to things. And I was reacting. And so I knew that as I moved away from that feeling of feeling reactive and feeling frustrated, that I could move into power in myself, within myself. I could reclaim my own power. And so I did a breathing practice, and I walked away. I stepped away from the situation. I took some deep breaths. I looked at the schedule and I figured out some things that I felt that I had a little bit of control over, mostly just the way that I was responding. So taking back my power was so important for me this morning. So I love sharing that message because it just feels really important, and it felt important for the 5 energy, because sometimes that energy of the 5 is, like I said, it's a little edgy. There's like this little bit of edginess to it. There's this feeling of maybe isolation or not feeling included, and I kind of dove in there. I kind of like went into the pit a little bit. So I was able to bring myself back out again. I invite you to do the same thing. So that's a little bit about 5 energy and about my experience feeling frustrated this morning. And then I drew some cards for us, some things to think about this morning. So the first card that I drew for us as a collective is the 6 of Swords. And I love this card because it's really, first of all, asking us, where are we in the boat? Do you see yourself as the driver of the boat? Do you see yourself as the mama in the boat? Do you see yourself as the child in the boat? Where are you in this boat? And then second of all, I see myself as driving the boat. That's just kind of my power position, if you will. And this card is really saying to us, it's the 6 of Swords. This is really about leaving behind old ways of being, old patterns of being, old ways, old ego ways of being. So I see this as like driving the boat away from drama, driving the boat away from egoic thinking, right? And really allowing spirit to lead the boat. Maybe that is spirit who's right there in the driver's seat of that boat, right? And I can allow myself to be spirit, to be source energy, and allow myself to allow that to lead. Good morning, Jocelyn. So glad you're here. So that's the first card today. So that's like what's top of mind this morning for me is, how can I leave ego behind? Haha. How can I leave that frustration behind, right? How can I leave behind old patterns and ways of thinking? I love that I drew that card. I hadn't really processed it yet. So of course, as I was feeling frustrated this morning, that was a really old way of thinking for me. And that 6 of Swords is letting me know it is safe for me to leave it behind. Leave that shit behind on shore. Yes, sister, I love that. That's beautiful. And then of course, what I need to know about it. So what we need to know about that 6 of Swords is the King of Cups. And this is really asking us to step into our divine masculine. This is the card of an emperor, right? So it's an aspect of the emperor. And so for me, this card really says, time to step into emotional mastery, time to remember my emotional mastery tools. This time of COVID and of pandemic and of not feeling like we have control over anything, which just reminding ourselves that we actually don't have control over anything, is reminding us that what we can do is to step into our own emotional mastery, and to really get, to control our emotions, is to choose our emotions, right? It's not that it's controlling, but it's knowing that as the waters are rough around us, we can be our own peace in the storm. We can be the calm in the chaos. And I've received that message 100,000 times just this month. We had that huge storm that came through Iowa. We had, and I was definitely feeling that calm in the storm vibe, right? So leaving behind what you can't control and really understanding what you can control, which is your own inner landscape. That's what it's all about, is your own inner landscape. What does your inner landscape look like, and how does that reflect out into the world, right? So thank you so much for listening this morning, for interacting. Thank you for being here. Good morning, Whitney. You're going to have to come back for the beginning because I'm almost done here. I'm so glad that you all are here today, and I want to remind you that I am speaking with my amazing mentor, Joy Kingsborough, today at noon Pacific Standard. That is 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, in the Reiki Heal Reiki Co-op. And she and I are going to be talking about transformation. We're going to be talking about her new program that's coming up, Mind Shift. channeling, all of the things. I've been working with her for the past couple of years, and my transformation has been amazing. My transformation has been profound for me, and I want to invite you to come in and play with us. So whether you're live or on the replay, there will always be a replay. So come and join us and play with us. If you have any questions for Joy, please feel free to post them in the group, post them, PM me, DM me, whatever, and we will answer those questions. And it's going to be an amazing conversation. I can't wait. Okay, so love you all. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you later on today. Bye, everybody.